Hello and welcome back to We Are the Famous EFC. My name is Adam. I'm joined yet again by Michael. Hello, Michael. How are you doing this evening? Good man. Good man. So basically, me and Michael want to talk about the next Everton manager if Everton do end up pulling the trigger on Sean Dyche after the West Ham game. If Everton were to lose against West Ham, could Everton finally pull the trigger on Sean Dyche? Because that will be the sixth defeat of the season, and that will be down the worst season ever at Everton. So, firstly, who would you like in manager to replace Sean Dyche, Michael?
I like to name Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney. Would you like him as Everton manager?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't trust them. But I would try and go after Carlo Ancelotti again because there's rumours for him to be sacked from Madrid soon because they're not performing great. But some fans will want Carlo back because our home performance was a joke, but our away performance was good. But I'd like to see Marco Silva personally. I'm a massive fan of Marco Silva. For me, that wasn't fair. He didn't really get the time at us, and he said he didn't get the money. All that. For me, Macheri brought Silva in too early, but I would like to see Macheri, perhaps Thomas Frank, but I would like to see Graham Potter managing Everton towards going into Bradley Moore. So, but if we're going to sack Sean Dyche at the weekend after West Ham, if we were to get beat, I would like David Moyes to replace him. What about you? Who would you want secondly after Dyche? Do you want Moyes? Do you want Carlo? What manager in the Premier League would you like to replace Carlo? Why?
Oh, he's a good person, and now he sent me a message on Twitter. Right?
Yeah.
I love him to say he's good person.
Yeah. He's won quite a bit with Madrid. Unfortunately, he finished 10th with us during his COVID season, but we all didn't really get to see him, did we? Because it was during the COVID era under Ancelotti. But there's rumours that he would come back to Everton.
Yeah.
Whether he would, I don't know, but they're only rumours. But I would like Thomas Frank at Everton. The Brentford manager, I think that would be a really, really, really good signing by Everton if we got Thomas Frank from Brentford as Everton manager. Because I like his style of football, and he's a consistent manager. So personally, I'll try and go after Thomas Frank through the rest of this season. Then after that, if that goes well, give him a new deal going into Bradley Moore, and that'd be a really good manager for Everton Football Club. But also, with the Graham Potter, he's out of a job. He fell out with Chelsea and the fans, but Chelsea was a bit of a big club for him. But with us, the way we're struggling at the minute, I think Graham Potter would be brilliant as well for Everton. Would you like to see Graham Potter, and why?
I like him. He's a good person.
Yeah. What do you like about him? Do you like his style, and why?
I don't know why, Adam. I still like him.
Yeah. Would you have Jose Mourinho as Everton manager? Or like him, the ex-Roma and Tottenham and United boss, or he's not beat Liverpool with any of these clubs for me, but Roma have just sacked him for not a good performance, but For me, I wouldn't go for Jose Mourinho. I don't think that he would be that kind of manager what Everton are looking for at this point. I think the manager who we're looking for at this point to replace Sean Dyche would be the likes of your Moyes, your Thomas Frank, Graham Potter, the likes of Areola from Brentford. I mean, from Bournemouth, sorry. And the likes of Silva from Fulham. Managers like them. I was a massive fan of Silva, but unfortunately he didn't get his time. But yeah, I would go for him. I'd go after him before anybody, Silva, because he knows what he's doing. He's got game plans. He's got the tactics. As you can see how well he's doing with Fulham. Do you like Marco Silva? Do you think that he was a good manager for Everton? But unfortunately, he didn't get the time, did he, or the money? Because of the clowns at the football club of Macheri during that era. But would you like to see Marco returning to Goodison, going into Bramley-Moore?
I'm not know yet. Let's see.
Let's see, yeah. It's hard, isn't it? But
yeah,
something's got to be done rather soon rather than later with Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche is going to have to be sacked if we get beat against West Ham. And yeah, it's draining Michael out. You can tell by his face. Sean Dyche is draining him out as well as me. But I'll tell you what, I've lost it with Sean Dyche now. Me and Michael and a lot of Everton fans have had enough of Sean Dyche. He's got to go. And if Everton are watching this, then they'll have sense to sack the manager. Because I'll tell you what, he's a dinosaur of a manager who hasn't got a bloody clue. So,
Adam,
yeah.
I've got some news for you.
What?
Don't Carlo on Twitter. I've got a message of him.
Yeah.
It said happy birthday to me last year, just gone.
Good.
And he will come back to Everton next manager.
Yeah.
I don't know when, I'm just letting you know, mate.
I really hope that Ancelotti would come back to Everton because I tell you what, we need a manager like him back who's won the lot, who's won Champions League, who's won the league and all of that. And I tell you what, I bet he came back in now, we would be right up there. We would be about third, second, or fifth, or first in the league if he came in, because these group of players have got a lot about them. But obviously, Dyche and his backroom staff can't find the techniques what these players have got, who are struggling, unfortunately. And that's thanks to our shitty manager, Sean Dyche, who hasn't got a clue, who hasn't got a brain, and also who doesn't know what he talks about half of the time. That's half the problem with Sean Dyche. He doesn't know what he talks about, and he certainly doesn't know how to win games of football with a club like Everton, like he couldn't do with Burnley, so he can't do with us. So the only option is now to get rid of Sean Dyche, to sack him, and we bring a new manager in. In it, Michael.
You're going to point there.
Good man. So yeah, we've got to find a way now. John West Ham game, it's make or break for Dyche. Win it, he stays for a couple of until the damn free king comes in. Lose it, gone. He's got to go for me. Got to go. He's got to be sacked. And yes, we have been backing Dyche before we got beat because we started to pick up results. But now it's beginning to be a joke. He's coming up with the worst excuses ever. So yeah, for me, out the window. See you later, Dyche. Bring the new manager in, get a manager bounce. And I tell you what, we badly need to get a new manager bounce, because let me share this with you. Our next games in December is exceptionally difficult. In fact, I don't know how many points we're going to get on the road and at home with Sean Dyche as Everton manager. So look at this. You've got the likes of your United at Old Trafford. You've got Wolves, what we can win. Liverpool at Goodison, difficult. Arsenal away, home to Chelsea, then away to City, Nottingham Forest
Oh.
at home, away to Wolves, home to Villa, home
Toffee.
to Tottenham. Then after that, we are away to Villa. Then it gets easier. But I don't appreciate Everton getting any points or wins while Sean Dyche is Everton manager during them games. I think we'll only get about 4 draws and 1 win out of all of them. And I'm not confident unless something happens with Sean Dyche and he starts getting his act together. But also, it's a joke from top to bottom with Sean Dyche. It's a bloody joke. Time to go for me for him now. Make or break come the West Ham game. If we don't win that, then for me, it's goodbye to Sean Dyche as Everton manager. Right, we'll be keeping you up to date on our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments when would you sack Sean Dyche and who would you replace him with? Would it be Marco, Carlo, Thomas Frank, Jose Mourinho, Graham Potter,
Yeah.
or Frank, my next door neighbour?
Ah.
Let me know in the comments. Who would you have as the next Everton manager if Everton do end up pulling the trigger on Sean Dyche? Hopefully, if we get beat by West Ham, just hopefully we may sack Sean Dyche. Fingers crossed, because tell you what, he's a piss poor manager. Subscribe, like the video, and leave your comments. And have a very good evening. Bye-bye.
1 minute.
Go on.
I like to say it's a place, it's where for Adam and me. And good luck for the weekend.
Up the Toffees. Love yous.
Always, Adam.
Love yous.
See ya.